Hello everyone, welcome to our online fertility awareness program, You and Your Fertility. We are at the third series of this program. We've had the first and second series, and this is our third series. This series is themed 10 steps of coping with infertility. 10 steps of coping with infertility. The first series we dealt with you and your fertility, the daily things that you can do to contribute to improving your fertility status. In the second series, we talked about the 20 steps to pregnancy, where we came across practical things that you can do that can help improve the fertility state. But the truth is that a lot of people know all the things that we have talked about so far. They are putting into practice all those things that we have talked about. They have learned all of them. They've been practicing them even before now. But the situation has not really changed. They are still faced with that challenge of infertility. And so we thought it wise to come up with this series. And this one, like we said, is tagged 10 steps of coping with infertility. Infertility becomes a reality for quite a number of people. It's something that they are living through. It's happening to them at that point in time. What can they do besides the eating right, the sleeping right, the going for treatment, the getting knowledge, and all those things that we've talked about? How can they actually cope with the condition? That is what we'll be talking about in this series. We hope you stay with us through the 10 episodes, because we are sure that at the end of it, you will be better equipped to continue on this journey. So, 10 steps of coping with infertility. Today is episode 1. And the topic for today is connecting with others. Connecting with others. So yes, infertility can be a lonesome journey. Many a times people don't want to even be associated with it. Unfortunately, a lot of people even live in denial of the condition. They don't even want to talk about it. They probably don't want people to know that they are actually having that challenge. So when we say connecting with others, how sensible is that? Well, research has shown that isolating oneself, or a couple isolating themselves because of this particular challenge, or living in denial of it, or trying to dissociate themselves from the condition, doesn't really help, doesn't really bring about any positive results, doesn't help with any positive impact on the situation. It really doesn't change much. A lot of people do it because they hope that the situation will just change. Maybe if they don't acknowledge it, things will just change on their own, or maybe the body will just find a way to reset itself and things will change, and the thing will be a thing of the past. Or maybe that it's a glitch, in time. It's just something that is happening for now. It will sort itself out, nature will sort it out, and all of that. Well, again, information shows that it is the wrongest approach to apply for infertility. Let me stop here and re-emphasize that infertility is a disease. You don't have even simple malaria, which is the commonest in this climate. You don't have simple malaria and just decide to ignore it. It will keep troubling you. You would need to suffer so much until probably you take medication or do some things that will change the situation. The same stands for infertility. It is a disease. It's usually can't be wished away by just ignoring it. And that is the truth. So one of the things that we can do to help us cope with that condition, or with this challenge of infertility, is to connect with others. And when we say connecting with others, there are a broad range of people that we can connect with. First of all, we need to connect with ourselves. Connect with the condition. Acknowledge it. You might not take ownership of it or assume it, as it were, but acknowledge that this is what is happening. There is a situation on ground. Don't just pretend like you cannot see the elephant in the room. No. There is a situation on ground. This is what it is called. It is infertility, be it primary or secondary. and it is a challenge. So the first person you need to connect with is yourself. Don't deny it. Don't live in denial that it's not there or it's not happening. It is happening. And it's happening to a lot more people than you can imagine. So the first step, like we said, is to connect with yourself. After connecting with yourself, you want to connect with others. Connecting with others doesn't necessarily mean telling everybody you meet on the street that I have infertility. No. You need to find people in your circle whom you know you can talk with. Okay? It could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be your religious leader, it could be your friends, it could be a medical practitioner, it could be a counselor, but you need to come out with it. You need to come out with the situation and let people know. This is because when people know, you are likely to get help. It's a common saying that a problem shared is a problem solved. You might not know everything you need to know about the challenge, but connecting with others will help you to understand the condition better, help you know the things you need to know, and then help you start applying the things you need to apply, doing the things you need to do to change the situation. So you are likely to get results better when you know what to do and you know how to do them, and you probably have people who can help you do them. You find out that the situation is likely to change better and faster, and you come out whole at the end of the journey, than just assuming it's not there, or pretending or ignoring the situation, pretending it's not there, and then it keeps taking longer and longer and longer to resolve. You still don't know much, you still aren't doing anything about it, or you just think that you can live in a bubble and then it will just disappear. Most likely it will not. So being able to come out with it will help you meet people who can help you. Yes, there's a trick side to it, because if unfortunately you make a mistake in meeting people who are not the appropriate people to meet, it can backfire, and that's fine, because you're putting yourself out there. Sooner than later you will get the right help, you will connect with the right people. So don't be afraid of making a mistake of not connecting with the right people at first. It's possible that you did not start out connecting with the right people. Eventually you will meet the right people, as long as you keep putting yourself out there. It's just like finding love. You might not just get it right the first time, but if you shy away completely, you may never find it. But if you keep putting yourself out there, eventually the right person comes. And that is the same way you need to look at connecting with people with respect to facing the fertility challenge. Come out. Let people know that you think you have this condition. With time, you'll find people who can guide you properly, who can direct you to the appropriate places to go to. I've had lots of clients that were referred by other people just because they talked about the challenge that they were facing. So the very first step to overcoming that infertility challenge is to connect with others. Find people around you that you can talk with, that you can talk to. Get them to know what you feel, what you're going through. And sooner than later, you will find the right people that will connect you to the right channels for your solution. We hope this message has been helpful. We want you to continue to follow us on all our social media handles. Instagram at love_foundation_, YouTube at love_foundation. That's where you're watching this, so hit that subscribe button. Facebook, we are at Love Foundation. We are always available to put content out there to assist you on this fertility journey. Thank you for staying with us this week. We hope to see you next week with yet another very interesting topic on this series, 10 Steps of Coping with Infertility. Till then, bye-bye.